The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Sunrise podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Alex Fisher.
We begin this morning with your 17 Court Watch. A woman facing carjacking, kidnapping, and child endangerment charges appeared before a judge for the first time. Melissa Sherwood was arrested on Saturday after police say she stole a car with 2 children inside. Investigators say she ordered a 13-year-old to get out of the car and then drove off with a 3-year-old in the back seat while the mother tried to stop her. An hour later, police say they found the car, as well as Sherwood and the toddler, at a home in Northwest Bakersfield. The child was reunited with the mother. Sherwood entered a plea of not guilty. She's being held without bail.
Meantime, a man accused of causing a deadly crash last week also appeared in court. It happened last Thursday when police say the driver of a pickup truck crashed into a car at the intersection of California and Chester Avenues. This is what that wreck looked like. The passenger in that car died at the scene. The driver was hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. The driver of the pickup truck, identified as Luis Esquivel, is charged with driving under the influence, murder, and driving with a suspended license. He entered a plea of not guilty and is also being held without bail.
The search is on for a woman accused of stealing a car and then shooting at the owner when she was confronted. KCSO is asking for your help finding this woman, Nancy Gutierrez. Investigators say she stole a man's car last Thursday, but when the man tracked the car's location, investigators say Gutierrez chased the man and fired gunshots at him. Deputies say they found guns at the scene, but Gutierrez got away. They say she could be considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to call the sheriff's office.
And turning now to Kern's homelessness crisis. As the city of Bakersfield continues to grow, so does the number of unsheltered. City Council's Housing and Homelessness Committee is trying to figure out what can be done to decrease those numbers. 17's Michaela Armstrong reports.
Tuesday, the Housing and Homelessness Committee was told progress is being made on both matters, but not without challenges. Shelters are filled to capacity often, and Flood Ministries, which works with the city for street outreach services, July report shows the organization averages 174 contacts with homeless individuals weekly, and 65 were turned away last month due to lack of dorm capacity. The report also revealed throughout the month, 44% of individuals refused service, which is why during the meeting, Councilmember Eric Arias challenged the committee to find more funding and solutions to tackle those numbers.
As much as we're doing to invest in those facilities, as much work as we're doing to bring on affordable housing units, we know that it's going to take a significant amount of work, a significant amount of money, but also a significant amount of time.
However, time is running out as Bakersfield continues to grow and more residents find themselves on the streets.
We do not have time to wait. I just got back from San Diego, and experiencing the significant challenges that they have with homelessness almost makes me feel grateful to be where we are here in the city of Bakersfield. But the opportunity is for us to prevent us from ever getting to that level.
Vice Mayor and Chair of the committee, Andre Gonzalez, agrees and says that is why he thinks more affordable housing will help decrease the number of individuals on the streets.
We have a capacity issue, and this is an issue that's true not only in Bakersfield but statewide, that there's an affordable housing crisis at the same time. And you know, it's a situation that's akin to a game of musical chairs, where you have individuals who are going to be displaced because of the diminishing number of units in our community.
Michaela Armstrong, 17 News.
There is still some unfinished business in the wake of Tropical Storm Hilary. CityServe, a faith-based local nonprofit, is jumping in to help dozens of people in Kern County's high desert, which was hit hard by flash flooding over the weekend. Volunteers loaded up 2 trucks with water, Gatorade, cleaning supplies, and toiletries. They took the goods to a church in Ridgecrest, serving as a distribution hub in the recovering effort. Firefighters say they're still assessing flood damage in the area, but locals in Ridgecrest say as many as 40 homes have been damaged. We're told it could take 2 to 4 weeks to clear debris from the streets. And as California continues to recover from Hillary this morning, a new tropical storm is battering Texas. Since last weekend, rescuers have been focused on reaching people in mountain communities who've been cut off by washed out roads, rescuing many trapped in homes and cars by mud, debris, and rising floodwaters. Aaron McLaughlin has the latest.
Tropical storm Harold makes landfall in southern Texas, bringing heavy wind and rain. As some in Southern California are digging themselves out of the mess Tropical Storm Hillary left behind. After record rainfall flooded streets and blanketed entire communities in sludge.
Sad that we have to go through all of this.
The round-the-clock cleanup continues. In the San Bernardino National Forest, a harrowing search and rescue operation now underway after a massive mudslide barreled down the mountain
and completely wiped out this bridge, cutting off a small community just over that way, home to the only person missing from Tropical Storm Hillary.
That community now covered in mud. A source tells NBC News the search for the missing woman now underway.
Scariest thing in my whole life.
Up the road, resident Stephanie Noyes and her dogs were rescued after being stranded for more than 48 hours.
How'd you get the word out that you needed help?
I found out earlier. I went out to the river out there and had a white towel, and when the helicopter came over, I started going like that, and I guess they came back and told them that there was somebody to rescue.
Meanwhile, near Palm Springs, relief.
Thank God. Please stay boss.
After firefighters rescued the elderly using construction equipment.
There's sinkholes back there. There's still standing mud of up to 5 feet.
As California recovers, no relief for Texas after Mother Nature's relentless onslaught.
Aaron McLaughlin reporting. Meantime, while storm cleanup is still underway in Kern County, CalTrans says all eastbound lanes for Highway 58 are now back open. You can see those crews working to clear that mudslide there between Tehachapi and Mojave. But this is what it looked like on Monday. A big rig trapped in the mud there, almost up to its windows. It took crews about 2 days to get the big rig out, while eastbound drivers had to take a detour. Again, the road is back open in both directions this morning.
Arvin High School this week is paying tribute to a beloved educator who was killed in a car crash earlier this year. The school is hosting a night of celebration for Larry Hollum. School officials say Hollum's passion for learning spanned more than 6 decades, teaching social studies and leading various clubs, including We the People, Mock Trial, and the Academic Decathlon. Outside the classroom, Hollum coached tennis and football. The night of celebration kicks off Friday night in the school's auditorium. And making headlines around the nation this morning, the first Republican primary debate is set to take place tonight in Milwaukee, where 8 Republican presidential hopefuls will take on each other. However, former President Donald Trump will not attend. He is expected to turn himself in to authorities in Georgia tomorrow, where he faces charges in Fulton County's case alleging 2020 election interference. Trump is presently the GOP frontrunner.
President Trump is up 54 points in the Real Clear Politics average. I believe it's 54 points. That's astronomical. The primary is over. This is a waste of time, and I don't think it serves him well to go in with a news outlet like Fox News, which has already decided who they've got their money on, which horse they've got their money on. It's anybody but Trump. And it's going to be biased moderators going after the president. And so I don't think it serves him well to give them the ratings that they want. He's already proven himself in this job. This may be a job interview, but President Trump's already done the job and proven to the American people through the prosperity that we enjoyed.
The debate is set to kick off tonight at 6 o'clock.
Making headlines around the state this morning, dueling rallies broke out near City Hall in downtown Los Angeles. One group was holding a so-called parental rights rally, urging LAUSD parents to keep their kids home over what they call a, quote, over-sexualized school curriculum. They're demanding the LAUSD adopt policies similar to Chino Valley and Murrieta school districts. Both recently passed school board measures requiring educators to notify parents if their children identify as transgender. Meantime, LGBTQ groups held a counter-protest. They say the parent groups are putting kids in danger. The dueling rallies got heated at times and broke into shoving matches as police tried to keep the two sides apart.
The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.